Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Final Expense Telesales. My name is Dana Neeson, and gosh, it is 4:40 Pacific Standard Time. You guys are probably already done with your days, and by the time this video gets posted, you'll probably be asleep. But thank you for watching it in advance. Today, I wanted to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is the mantra of recruit, recruit, recruit. Why I think this is going to be a thing of the past. I am setting new standards for brokers moving forward, so stick around. Here comes my soapbox. If you are just now finding this channel, thank you for being here. My agency is Empower Life Group. We empower agents to become strong sales professionals, strong leaders, and be a part of a community and culture that helps you empower yourself to be the best version of yourself and make a fantastic living. So here's the thing. I posted something on Instagram the other day that said, mark my words, recruit, recruit, recruit will soon become what field sales is to telesales today, a thing of the past. If everybody continues to do what has always been done, everybody will continue to get the same failed results, which is lack of success. Are we as an industry okay with 8 out of 100 agents succeeding? I'm not. I know that there's other leaders in the industry that aren't, but what are we actually doing as leaders to invoke change? I personally believe it's time for everybody to start stepping it up. And if you don't, you will be left behind. Not accepting the status quo has always been my thing. And I want more people to adopt it, or maybe I don't, so that more people want to join us. That's a selfish thing for me to say. So here's where I got off on a tangent to film this video for you. I received a comment from a agency owner, and the comment reads as follows, and I quote, "There's plenty of successful systems out there. The sad fact is winners will always find a way to win, and losers will always lose. Most people are not cut out to be entrepreneurs, small business owners, or be self-employed." Now, on the surface, I'm sure many of you actually agree with that statement. But if you actually peel down the layers of what that actually means, is winners will find a way to win, losers will always lose. But are those losers, what environment were those losers presented? And were they even given a shot to win? What are we just throwing people into the bullpen and say, find out a way to win? Because if that was the experience of this particular agency owner or many successful agency owners, if their experience into the business was, I'm just going to muscle my way through it and figure it out, well, then when those people recruit people into the business and their expectation is, well, I figured it out, so you should figure it out too, that's not a duplicatable process. That's not something you would never want to open up a franchise like Chick-fil-A or Subway, or I don't even think Starbucks is a franchise anymore. But let's pretend you wanted to open up one of those. Do you really think that one of those franchise companies is going to say, go buy a brick and mortar, here's the logo for you to use, go figure it out? Because winners will find a way to win and losers will end up losing anyways. No, they don't. They have a process. They have a duplicatable process. This is the manufacturers you use. These are the cash registers we use. This is the contracts we have for our meat and cheese and produce and chips. And this is how you make sandwiches. And this is the systems you use to bake bread. The owners of these Subways have not been given just figure it out, find a way to win. So why should life insurance be any different, right? Why? Why are we just told to come into a business? Here's a script that they didn't even write themselves, right? Think about that. what was the evolution of the most commonly used scripts today? Was it written by your upline? Was it written by their upline or their upline? Or did they just find it somewhere on YouTube and say, this sounds good, let's just use that? Like, where did that even come from? Are they even teaching you or training you on the psychology of why that script was written in the first place? Do you understand how to go beyond the script? Here's a database where you can go buy leads, right? Here's a system, but you don't have to use the system, the CRM, the dialer. You can just use your cell phone and a spreadsheet. That's how everybody starts. Oh, but by the way, tell all of your friends and family about the opportunity, because we're all about growth. I mean, this industry is the craziest, most backwards way of growing a business that I could have ever imagined getting into. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That is the fundamental reason why there is such a high failure rate, right? I mean, I'm having interviews now on the broker side of things, and I'm telling people, unless you understand what it takes to be a broker, it's probably not going to make sense. Let me refer you to SLS, who has a fantastic system and structure that will provide you free leads so you can learn and not have to worry about spending $850 a week, plus $250 for a CRM, plus $350 for someone to manage your ads campaign. Like, it's all a lot for people. If people come into this business because they want to be in sales, but they don't want a job, well, maybe we should point them to a model that sets them up for success, right? Am I talking crazy here, or are we all on the same page? Because I don't think the answer is that winners will find a way to win and losers will always lose. I think let's set some realistic expectations for people that are coming into the business. And if they're good investing in themselves because they understand you have to invest in yourself to be a business owner, well, let's be the Subway, right? Is that crazy? Let's be the Chick-fil-A. Let's give them the actual foundation and structure and systems and coaching that they need so that they can be in an environment to thrive, to have the opportunity to not lose. And if they do lose at that point, well, then that statement could be true. But if we don't even give them what somebody needs to learn and master this business, what are we even talking about? It doesn't make any sense to me. So my goal with the creation of Empower Life Group is to bring somebody into a program that has the right mindset, that has the ability to invest in themselves, but they just need the structure. My mission is so that once you say yes and I say go, you never have to worry about what do I do next, because it's all mapped out for you. And then once you get in and you start focusing on your sales skills and you're investing in yourself in leads, you have 4 days a week of actual training, not motivation and make 400 dials and go buy more leads. Like, it's actual process training that you get from me, you get from other leaders, you get from Lasting Mark, the Life Insurance Academy. We're all pouring into you to help mold you into being a strong sales professional that likes and enjoys going to work every day because you get fulfillment from it, because you become really good at it. The next step, then and only then, is to talk about whether or not you have the desire to want to grow a team. Is that even something you want to do? And if it is, then there has to be other systems and processes in place to structure an agency correctly. Because we're not going to just be bringing people in that are floundering around. All that does is set uplines up for debt, right? We didn't get into this business necessarily to absorb a bunch of debt because nobody told us that's what we were doing. Okay, so today, my Friday soapbox is we need to set higher standards for our uplines. We need to set higher standards for the IMOs. That it's not just about, here's a script, here's some leads, here's recommendations for a system, go figure it out. That's no longer acceptable in this world. And if you don't start implementing the things that I'm implementing with my partnership with Lasting Mark, people are going to no longer be attracted to those models anymore. Because what value do you provide besides a high comp, which, by the way, we have here too, right? Plus we have a path for leadership and growth. Plus we have all the systems in place. Plus we have a contracting team, right? Plus we have all the support on the back end. There's really nothing else anybody could want, except maybe they just want to be with their friends. I don't know. So that I had to get out on the internet today. Recruit is absolutely the wrong way to start in this business until you have a foundation for success first. And everything goes upstream. So if you're successful, I'm successful, the people that come under you have the same structure and support as you did, and you are building a strong foundation from the bottom. If you think I'm crazy, you're welcome to let me know in the comments, right? I am definitely open for criticism. If you really do think that it's just as simple as people will figure it out and win, and people who won't, tell me. If you really, truly, honestly believe that, if people can come into a system, there will be people that will come into a system and find a way to fail. 100%. I've seen it in free leads. I've seen it with structure. I've seen a free lead program, but in that program, we were taking everybody, right? We were taking everybody and we were throwing it to the wall and see who sticks. This is not the case. This is we analyze what's important to you. Do your expectations meet the reality of the business? And has anybody ever told you that you probably need more than a couple $100s to throw at leads? Like, you're not going to make it if you just go to friends and family. And that's just why so many people aren't successful. So that's my soapbox. Happy Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. If you are interested in learning more about joining Empower Life, my contact information is in the description below. And I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Thanks for listening. Bye.